No, you hit it on the head right there. Their aggressiveness and their energy and their toughness and their resiliency and never giving up no matter what was going on out there. They ended up putting their starters back in the game. Again, our energy and our intensity and our fight and our will just to keep going no matter what was happening during that game. From 29 down to keep fighting. That's what that group is about. They stayed ready. They worked on days off where they're not playing games, but they showed that they were willing to come out there and fight. Well, the first three quarters was a lot of us, fouling, defending without fouling. We've got to get better at. Again, Giannis is such a tough guard as he comes down the lane. You got to just make sure you show your hands and show him a crowd and a wall early. And then once he gets in there, you just got to show your hands and play the vertical route and try to do our best to defend without fouling. Well, that's a credit to him, and that's a credit to that second group that stays ready. The guys that don't play a lot of minutes. Our coaches do a great job with these guys, making sure that they stay ready when they're not playing major minutes, and that's a testament to them. They stayed ready, they stayed in condition, they stayed ready to play the game.
Chris, any questions on Zoom?
Any questions? Dan Savage, OrlandoMagic.com.
Coach, I'm sure you might have been just asked this. It's a little hard to hear the questions on our end, but from RJ's perspective, how much growth are you seeing from him, from both a playmaking standpoint and helping within the offense, especially filling in with Cole out tonight?
I think he did a very good job of understanding and slowing down as the game went on. He's got a very good defender on him at times in Drew Holiday, so he did a great job taking care of the basketball and bringing the ball over half court and getting us into our sets. So I was very proud and pleased with the effort that RJ gave, as well as his ability to help make decisions and make plays down the stretch.
Matt Murschel, Orlando Sentinel.
Jamahl, I know I asked you this before the game, but with the way you guys kind of fought back fiercely in the last couple of minutes, what can you do to take from that maybe to going forward when you face the Bucks again on Monday?
Well, our guys are going to continue to understand the effort and the energy level that it takes to you have to play against the champions. That's one thing that we need to understand, their intensity, their level of play. We have to match that. And so our guys did a really good job down the back end, down the stretch of just continuing to play hard, put the pressure on, and again, when it comes down to defending without foul and showing our hands and showing crowds early.
Back to Dan Savage.
Coach, we got one of our first extended looks at Mychal Mulder tonight. What have you seen since he's come in the system, whether it be up here or when you guys have sent him down to Lakeland? What have you seen out of him?
Well, again, his professionalism, his ability to stay ready when it's time for his number to be called. I think he's done a great job with that. He knows how to play. Understanding, finding ways to get to a spot for his shots. And he's going to make the right play, the right decision. So again, his ability just to stay ready to get into the game is what I'm most impressed with.
Any other questions? Dan, did you have another one?
Yeah, Coach, just how good is it to have a vet like Robin Lopez? You insert him, such a calming influence, and kind of his impact tonight.
I cannot say enough about Robin. His leadership, his voice, his guidance of these young guys in certain times. I mean, when he's not playing, he stays ready. When he's not playing, he's communicating with these guys exactly what they need to be doing. On scouting reports, he knows a ton of the league, so he talks about these guys in different situations and how to guard them, what we can do offensively. So he is such a pleasure to be around, and he does a great job of leadership with this group.
Any other questions? Okay, thank you, Coach.
I think just trusting each other as a team, knowing each other's strengths on the court. One thing I know about Mike is, he's one of the best shooters I've seen, one of the best shooters in this league. And I find him in his spots, and, he produced, and just all the guys, just trusting each other and knowing what each other likes to do at different times of the game. And I think defensively, just staying on a rope together really helped us down the stretch of the game. Yeah, I mean, the basketball is a game of runs. There's times that we're going to go down by 20. There's times that we're going to be up by 20. It doesn't mean you stop playing. I think tonight, just showing the will and the toughness that we have, no matter what team it is, to go out there and compete, no matter what the score is, and just stay together, stay locked in. I think in the first 3 quarters, I think the issue was more of like us worrying about things that we can't control. There's uncontrollables in life, uncontrollables in this basketball game. And I think we let those, catch up to us in those first 3 quarters. I think one thing we, hung our hats on, in the fourth quarter was whatever happens, happens. Come down the next play and get it right back. So just, staying with the 5 guys on the court, the bench helping us, and just continue to lock in and stay together.
Chris, go ahead.
Dan Savage, OrlandoMagic.com.
RJ, just how much growth do you feel you're making, not only as a player, but as a playmaker, with your ability to see the court and get other guys involved as well?
Right. I think it's just coming from, repetition, just trusting in my teammates that they trust me to make those plays for them. And also just, continue to work on my game no matter when it is. And I don't know, just lock in, watch film, and just do everything the right way.
Matt Michelle, Orlando Sentinel.
RJ, you guys get to play the Bucks again on Monday, obviously. What can you guys do maybe to take from those last couple minutes that maybe you can take forward with you in that game on Monday night?
Stop worrying about things that we can't control. I think that's it.
Back to Dan Savage.
RJ, obviously you're in the locker room all the time. You're around him much more than we are. But what kind of influence does a guy like Robin Lopez have on the locker room, and what has he meant as a vet to this team?
Rolo's meant a lot. He's a great basketball knowledge, even better person. But I think the one thing that he helps us with, especially the young guys, is just to stay focused and stay with each other. He's big on like this kind of family role in the locker room. And he's always giving us advice, no matter if he's playing or if he's not. And I think that's what we really love about Rolo, is no matter what the situation is, he's looking out for the young guys.
Any final questions? Okay, thank you, RJ. Appreciate it.
Thank
Like you said, we want to win, but I think everybody out there was just having fun and feeding off each other. It was as simple as that. We talked about fouling too much. That was really, really big for them. They were shooting well from the 3, but we weren't necessarily contesting all of the 3s either. And then we talked about turnovers in the first half. I don't think we had quite as many in the second, but also that's still shooting yourself in the foot. I do. I think we're all aware that we have a lot of work to be done. But I like you said, I like the energy that we have that's tangible when we're all together on the court. I think we have a wonderful symbiotic relationship with the coaching staff, and I think that we're getting better. We're getting better about not hanging our heads when stuff goes wrong, and I think you've seen that in the past few games, even though that hasn't necessarily led to wins, which is the next step for us. We want to win games.
Go ahead, Chris.
Okay, Dan Savage, OrlandoMagic.com.
Robin, obviously you've been through games and stretches, before, but for a lot of these young guys, it's their first time going through it, or maybe second season. When a team's in a tough place like it was coming through those the first 3 quarters, what's your message to the group?
We've all stressed, and Moses especially is stressed, that it's going to be a long season. There's going to be a lot of up and downs. It's a long game. Quarters can be long. There's going to be lots of ups, lots of highs, lots of lows. And where things are going well for you, or they're not, you got to keep a level head. You got to keep your chin up, not get too excited, not get too down with yourself.
Matt Michelle, Orlando Sentinel.
Robin, what can you guys play the Bucks obviously on Monday. What can you guys take from that fourth quarter stretch where you guys maybe came back and cut that lead down? What can you kind of learn from that to take in that Monday game?
Like we said, it's a new game, but we're aware we need to cut down on the fouls, make them feel us a little more. They were too comfortable. I think they shot, over. I'm guessing, but around 50%, over 50% for three most of the game. So there's a lot we can carry over, a lot we can get better on them too.
Back to Dan Savage.
Robin, for a lot of these young guys, it's either their first or maybe second time seeing Giannis. Just how unique of a player is he to try to defend? Because a guy like him, requires so much team defense, as opposed to just one-on-one guarding a guy.
Right. Yeah, very, very much so. And it's tough when his teammates are hitting shots. But I thought we had some guys that when they were pressuring him, Chuma, Mo, when they were doing that, they were doing a really good job on him, as good of a job as you can do on Giannis. And I think that's something we're going to look at going forward.
Matt Mychal.
Robin, how important were for some of these guys on the bench to get some of those minutes in that fourth quarter, some playing time, maybe to get a little continuity for you guys?
Everybody in the NBA wants to get on the floor. They want to play. That's the bottom line. But I thought they were good minutes. We played hard. We played for each other. And as you've all said, it's something we can carry forward.
Any final questions? Okay, thank you, Robin. Appreciate it.
I think the whole game ignited us. They came out and hit us pretty hard in the third quarter there. And, it was our job to fight back. And I think that's what we did. We were chipping away at it. So, I think you just got to come in the game ready. And I think that's what that last group did. We just wanted to chip away at it, see if we can make it a fight. And, we were successful in that. If we had a little bit more time, hopefully we could have changed things a little bit. But, I was happy with the fight that we showed for sure as a group. Absolutely. We definitely put them on the line too much, and we didn't do a great job of getting to the line ourselves. So that was definitely one key issue. Obviously there's guys on that team. Giannis, we gotta build a wall for him and make sure we stop him in transition. And we didn't do a great job of taking away the 3-point line tonight. I remember a couple of times looking up, they were shooting 60-70% from three. I think they had like 10 threes in the first quarter, or close to it. So I think those are some things that we need to get better at. A good shooting team like that, we got to eliminate the 3-ball. And so we made it a little hard on ourselves right out the gate. But those are things we can look back at the film and see what we could do to adjust and be better next time. Yeah, I feel like we got good chemistry all around, up and down the roster. You know what I mean? Guys love playing with each other here. We play for one another. We're a unit. We're connected. And that's the most important thing on the offensive end as well as the defensive end. I think both feed each other. And, I think the connectedness of our group is going to show up over time. We're young, but we're continuing to get better and we're taking steps in the right direction. And, that's all we can ask for right now. So we're going to go back to work tomorrow, look at the film, see where we can improve, and we'll be ready for the next game.
Go ahead, Trish.
Dan Savage, OrlandoMagic.com.
Mychal, what have you liked about your time with the organization? What have you liked about this opportunity, whether it be here, or, you spent some time in Lakeland at well, what has this opportunity been like for you?
Personally, every opportunity I step on the floor, it's my job. I want to prove that I belong. I want to, make a name for myself and prove that I belong at this level. So that's what I came in and have been trying to do. We've been staying ready, making sure we're ready for any opportunity that comes our way. And, that's not just me. That's the young guys. That's the guys who are playing limited minutes. That's the job as a professional, to stay ready, so you don't got to get ready. So that's really what I've been coming in with that type of mentality and trying to prove and continue to improve every day. And I feel like it's been going well for the entire group.
Matt Mychal, Orlando Sentinel.
Mychal, how important was it for you guys to get the kind of, especially the bench guys, to get the kind of minutes you guys got tonight in the fourth quarter? How important was that? And how will that help you guys going forward, going into Monday's game?
It's important for guys, obviously, to catch a little bit of rhythm. I think just to show that, we could fight back from a deficit like that against a really good team. I think that's inspiring to the group. And that's something that we can bring every game. And I think we need to start games better in that aspect. You know what I mean? Our first and thirds, I think we got to start a little bit better. And, that's on everybody. That's on us. That's on the bench. you know, to uplift the group and make sure that we're starting the right way. So I think that fight is good. It's good to look at and say, you know, this can be done. It requires a little bit of work, a little bit of effort, but you know, we could be really good with a little bit of time. So I think we're going to continue to improve as well.
Any final questions? Okay, thank you, Mychal.